It is week 4 of 75 hard, and this week is a deload week for me. A deload week essentially is some allocated time where you carry less weights or go on less perceived efforts for your cardiovascular training, and your body has a designated time to recover the little micro tears that create each physical activity, and I do that every 4 weeks. So yeah, let's get the morning swimming and get it done with. Alright, today's breakfast slash post-workout meal is about a third of this soy milk and the usual yogurt, and I added 2 digestive biscuits on the top. If you haven't, get on them, they're good. But anyways, I'm editing last week's video right now, and hopefully it's gonna go up today, but if not, then yeah, actually no, I'm gonna make sure it goes out today. But yeah, ideally I would want the daily routine to look somewhat like today, where I woke up at around 8 and I finished my first session before 10 a.m. so I can have breakfast and then lunch around 2 hours later, which is ideal. So starting the week off with a good note, let's hope I can continue this. Alright, the video for week 3 is up right now, and we have a case of fatigue. It's currently 4:45 p.m. and he is still home. Today's been really hard. The body is really fatigued, and a lot of things just like forgetting to bring stuff, falling asleep, had a bad swim session, but just trying to stay positive and find the little things that make the day happy. I got tickets for the Singapore Open this year, so that's exciting. And I came across a said that practice are what makes everything worth it. It makes your story better. Let's use the analogy of writing a book where if your book didn't have any plot twists, the book wouldn't really be worth reading. So finding the little positives in today or bad day help this session get a little bit better, and hopefully the body recovers a bit more because I can sleep more tonight. I'm just hopping on the edit right now, but from the time that I recorded that in the gym and now having my dinner, someone ran over my foot with a trolley, and there was a cockroach that tried to run into the shower stall right as I was about to shower. What a day, man. What a day. It is 8:30 and I just woke up from an accidental nap because I was just that tired. But yeah, I need to eat dinner, drink my water, and do my outdoor session today. I'm thinking of going on just a slow run and not do a speed session this week because I have plans that kinda interfere with the usual split. So yeah. Alright, time check. It is 9:20 and I'm heading out for a 45-minute chill run now. Should be pretty boring. Okay, I don't usually run with music or anything really, but I'm gonna run with my earphones in today because I don't know, I just feel like it. So yeah, threw on a podcast and hopefully it'll be a pretty relaxing
45-minute run. Shouldn't be anything hard. I'm just going at a relaxing pace. Easy run complete. That was actually pretty enjoyable. Okay, time check. It is 10:30 p.m. and I'm gonna show you what I'm having for after the run. So I got a little bit of yogurt with some grapes and then some milk. And the reason I'm not having any carbs is because I don't want to spike my glycogen levels this late at night, even though I just finished the workout. And I guess that's because I'm too gym bro coded, I guess, that I don't really I tend to avoid carbs whenever possible. But I also understand that in endurance sports, carbs is the most important thing out of the three nutrients. But anyways, that's a conversation for another day. I'm gonna eat this meal and read my pages, then head to bed. Okay, bye.
So I'm heading for my track session now, and on a deload week, my track session is usually converted into an easy run, and it serves as like a refresher for repetition. So during this reset, I sort of focus on the running form, the cadence and the breathing, and yeah, it just gives my body a bit more time to rest and recover. And
Alright, update on the water. So typically I would try to complete or finish a whole bottle in the first session, and yeah, I feel like it's quite easy on the days that I do tougher cardio sessions like today, the 30-minute bike ride. But on a normal lifting day, I just walk on a treadmill for 30 minutes on incline, and it's a little bit harder to drink water, but I think it's very doable. So yeah, that's the That's the goal. So typically for my bike rides indoors, I do 30 minutes and then I do a total of 15 minutes hard and 15 minutes a little bit more relaxed. The hard periods, I'm mainly focusing on watts and rounds per minute, but more on watts. The structure of the bike ride typically looks like this, so I think it's pretty reasonable. Okay, so last week we showed you more about our diet, and this week we're going to show you more about the other aspects of the challenge, like water and also eating. Anyways, first session complete for the day, 1 bottle down, and this is what breakfast looks like, same as every day.
You know, thinking back, last week I was telling my brother like, oh, actually I'm stronger in the gym. Hey, actually my run times are a bit off. Oh, actually I feel more tired. And the whole of last week I was thinking that it was due to sleep. But then now when I think about it, it might be because I'm bulking. Like last week was the week that I put on the most mass. So for 2 months, I've always been putting on half a kilo or like a pound each week. But last week, I jumped like 4 pounds or close to 2 kilo, I think. And yeah, my easy runs are becoming harder at a slower pace, but I'm getting stronger in the gym. And I thought it was sleep, because last week the sleep wasn't that great. But I think it's the diet. And it's quite mentally challenging because cardio is difficult when you're slowing down over the week. It's quite demotivating. But hopefully trusting the process will go well.
Okay, so another subject. Looks like this week I've gained a kilogram, and that's probably because I swapped to a maintenance diet, and it's normal that your body retains more water when you switch to more glycogen heavy foods like carbs. And I'm trying not to let that affect my daily routines and habits that I've set for myself. So I just gotta get it through my thick skull, but I think we'll be good. I'm just gonna continue this, and if I really keep gaining weight, then obviously something has to change. Three bottles down for the day. Alright, swim is completed. Also 4 bottles down, 1 more to go. Okay, the time is 6:15 in the morning. Under one circumstance am I awake. But anyways, here's what the fuel is looking like. And yeah, I will see you on the run. Alright, I'm 1 km in. Beautiful. Okay, I am 5 kilometers in. I realized I have been going a bit faster than I wanted to, so I'm gonna slow down now a little bit. I might include some race pace into this long run, but I don't know. I'll see. My legs are really heavy today.
Today is gonna be a crazy one. Starting the day with football.
Alright, 11 k's in. My entire body feels heavy now, but almost there. Almost there. Two k's left on the way home now. Alright, 15 k's done. Had to push for this one. I mean, I didn't have to, but I did. Okay, that is the long run of the week complete. Sucked because it was super hot and humid today, and yeah, I learned my lesson to always eat on long runs because the hills just finished me and I didn't have anything left. And a wise man said, when you're on a hill and you run out of gas, that's it, you're done. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna learn my lesson and bring fuel for next time. Yeah, breakfast.
Hey guys, this is my life. This is my day. This is the day of my life. I can see him.
Here with the homies for football after the gym.
So I go which side?
It is Thursday and I'm just finishing up my banana and half a bottle of water before I go for my morning swim.
This place is nice and man is late.
Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm going to play badminton with my brother because I have no lessons today. was just finishing up my cycle, 30-minute cycle, but this is the invention that I had. These are the sundae with like the boost bottle cap, because it sort of simulates when you're riding. You can just pop it open and squeeze like a pump bottle would, without having to let go of the machine, simulating a real bike. So try it out while I'm here. So I think it'll be quite cool to tell you all the origin of how all of this came about. It started when I was in Australia, and in Australia the weather's so lovely. There's like amazing running routes, the 10 track, somewhere in Secula, so on and so forth. And also running communities is really big there. You'll see a lot of running clubs, runners in general, elite runners training around Olympic Park, and stopping by at cafes right after their runs in the morning. And it sort of inspired me to get out there, experience the weather, and get moving again. And from there, one of our cousins actually does a lot of marathons. She recently just got into ultra marathons, and yeah, it just sort of inspired me. And back home, I met a friend who does marathons as well, and we met up at the Melbourne Marathon where he was running, and I was there for semester exchange, and it just felt really cool attending a marathon as a viewer, and I got inspired. And after Melbourne Marathon, I signed up for a 10K race in Australia, and it was a one tricks event, so it was running around an F1 track at Albert Park, if you're from Australia somehow. And yeah, it was really cool because I bumped into our national runners. I'll show a picture here, but it was amazing because I don't even see them in Singapore, but I saw them at their race. And I think it was because the course was really flat and the weather was really nice. It was about 10, 12 degrees Celsius. And that's where it all began, because I was telling my brother about the medal, which is really cool by the way, and how the running community there, and going for coffees, and the run club I was in, shout out Run the 10, was easily one of the best experiences I had in Australia during my 5 months there. And when I came back, both of us watched the Theo Baker Ironman documentary, and then it was really inspirational, and we got hooked onto triathlon and endurance events and fitness in general. So that's how the whole story started, since about it would be like 6 to 8 months now, and we've been training on and off, and properly training when he ended his semester in poly about 2 months ago, and we started 75 hard a month ago. So yeah, it's just nice to do a little check of how far we've come.
Wow, I just saw the Dune 3 trailer and I have to say, I have literal goosebumps. I'm stoked for it.
Now that I'm not with him, he's the friend from Melbourne Marathon that you saw yesterday, and I just need to give kudos to the man, He's Mr. Do It All. He's a research fellow in LKC NTU, studying DNA and bacteria, I think. and he's also a runner, and a pretty good one. And yeah, just did a 15k with him this week instead of on my own at a different track that you usually see. And yeah, thanks for the 100 plus and the run, but we'll see him at breakfast again. Also, just a side note, it goes by so much faster when you run with a friend. And yeah, thanks to him, the pacing and the splits were awesome this time as compared to my usual runs. And yeah, a very, very, very good morning. And good morning to you guys too.
Okay, I am out to meet some friends, and this is what I meant by a hassle. I need to bring this liter bottle everywhere. Right. This is not cheating.
When life is shit, go for a walk.
What feels like ass. I'm so bored.
I'm having a great time.
I wanna go home and sleep and eat everything.
Now jumping for Singapore. Jeez. Here we see a wild destiny playing on the bars. He's ruining the kids' dreams. Look at this strong male out in the wild. Don't want to get too close now. We've been spotted.
Like a wallpaper, bro.
We ended day 26 with a walk, and we are starting day 27 with a walk. We're walking to breakfast. I do a deload in the gym? Because I train 5 days a week, twice per muscle group, I use that as the gauge. So I split the times that I train each muscle group into half, and the first time that I train it, I use the same weights but half the number of reps. And then for the second time I'm training those muscle groups, I would use half the weights or 3/4 of the weights but increase the repetitions to what I would typically do on a non-deload week. So there's a lot of ways to do it, to do a deload, but the way that I'm doing it gives my body the chance to still be used to the frequency as well as the load that I'm putting on it, but gives me the opportunity to shorten the rest times and focus on the form, the stretch that you get, and so on and so forth. So recovery still comes with the consistency of me bringing myself to the gym and hitting the same muscle groups twice a week. Oh. That's actually pretty good, you know.
Landed on my ass.
I'm salivating.
You're literally eating.
Well, it's so worth.
How's this popping out as a YouTube advertisement when we literally can't eat it? On a hike and Pukikimabo. Invasion. They're taking over, bro.
On the way to the break, I got a new bottle of water and I forgot to film when I finished the previous bottle. I think drinking 3.8 liters a day is becoming less like a chore, and it's getting easier the more that the challenge goes on. Definitely don't feel like as bloated as I did in week 1, which is really good. So hoping that this keeps going. An eagle. And there's the brick and the week done. We are just left with groceries and we'll see you next week. One of the saddest dinners I've ever seen. I can't take my usual thing. I don't even know that such a thing exists.
Goosebumps.